Hey y'all, this is Manga Marie coming to you with another manga review. Okay, so I read all three volumes, and the first volume of Madk was very intriguing. I was so into this concept and it being like a dark romance. And as I got into two, let me say what's good about this series. The artwork is phenomenal. The storytelling is real well written. The author and artist, which is the same person, um, Ryu Suzori, uh, is great. However, the I like a dark romance. I love a dark romance. I am a huge fan of Jinx, Painter of the Night. Those are some manhwas, but I appreciate a dark romance, but it needs to be romance. Now, this was a great read. However, the issues that I have with it are based on personal taste, not on quality of the content as far as the art and the storytelling. To me, this wasn't as bad as The Warehouse, which, if you saw my review, you understand. That one had a trope in it that this one has, and you find that out as you get towards the end of in the middle. I think the middle of two to three, and in three they try to, I guess, correct it or have the one of the main characters kind of make amends with it, but it that combined with the nature of the story where there is no romance to it. It's only the illusion. Everything is based on deceit. It's never, but they are demons, and it's truly a situation where if you have any love, you get destroyed or taken advantage of. And it's done in a way where there is no redemption. It's literally no redemption. It's not a romance at all to me. That on top of the trope where one of the side characters is put in a situation where they're abused over and over again by multiple people. I don't like that trope. I don't like that trope at all. That's what I didn't like about The Warehouse. That is too dark for me. I'm not knocking anybody that is open to that trope. It's just not my taste. That's why I say this isn't a bad series because it's a bad series. It's just not my taste. So my personal rating of this, with that in mind, would be a 3. Only because I do appreciate the art and the storytelling. The way the story is told is very good. There was an attempt towards the end to kind of redeem one of the main characters for what they put the side character through, but it was just a bit much for me. It was a bit much for me. So, with that being said, I will be passing this along to the half price bookstore. But I'm not going to say that I hated the read. The read, in and of itself, I don't regret reading the whole series. It did go in a direction that I didn't expect. From the first book, I was all in, but then it went into a different way. And towards the end, it didn't redeem itself enough to make me feel like, I wanted to keep it in my collection. So, but with that being said, if you like this, and like I said, this is dark, but it's not romance. It gives the illusion of romance. It never ends with romance. It's just becomes more tragic as far as I'm concerned. So, but I don't hate the experience. And would I recommend this? No, I wouldn't recommend it at all, because with that trope, I don't recommend anything with that trope in it because I just don't like that trope. So that's my personal dislike. But the artwork is beautiful. The story writing style is great as far as the rhythm of the story. It wasn't hard to understand or anything like that. So with that being said, yeah, wouldn't recommend it. Will be selling it, but I'm not angry that I read it. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in and peace.